Hello everyone. This is the 19th day of Shorty September. And it's like the apocalypse outside. It's like blowing to hell. I was supposed to go running this morning and I set my alarm. And then I saw that the world was ending outside and I was like, who needs to go running at the end of the world? Obviously, you know, that's stupid, so I didn't do it. Like, I've got this race now in less than 2 weeks. And I've been, like, basically bedridden roughly for a week. Now the weather's kicking off. Like, I'm so fucked. Okay, but it's not funny, so I'll laugh about it. But anyway, so today we're in Devon. We have to go home to Canada. We have to drive home today. So I have to get up. I gotta pack my stuff, which has splooged. I don't know what happens, but my bags, they hit the floor and then they explode. Like, I don't do it. It's just like, it's the bag. I think it's faulty. It just goes poof, and all the stuff goes everywhere. So I gotta sort that out. Also, today's book is, okay, it's one of two. It's sort of how I feel at the minute to pick. So there's one, it's Outlander novellas, right? 2 Outlander novellas. One, no, I don't know what they're about. Hold on, I'm gonna look, hold on. Okay, no, I've decided. So one of them is The Space Between, which is about, like, I don't know if you know the characters in Outlander, but like Ian Murray's kid, like whatever. Okay, so also the Colin Saint-Germain, who's like a super villain, okay, and he can like time travel. So that was interesting about that one. But this other one is like Halloweeny. It's called A Leaf on the Wind of All Hallows, which is perfect for this weather, okay, and just like chill autumn vibes, okay. This one is about Roger Mackenzie's parents. Okay, so Jamie Fraser, he's like the main Scottish dude, right? Okay, his son-in-law, so his daughter's husband, he's like an orphan because his parents were like killed in the war, like in the Second World War, like with the Blitz in London and stuff like that. But apparently that's not the truth. All 8 books, you know, that sort of happened before this novella, you thought that that's what happened to his parents, but now apparently we find out something completely different happened to his parents. So I think I'm gonna read that one. We're gonna do it as an audiobook in the car on the way back to Cardiff. And if there's still time, okay? Because this may be a very long drive, what with the car veering off the road in the wind and such. I might do the other one as well, Space Between, which is the Colin Saint-Germain supervillain time travel one. We'll see. It's all in the air today. Also, I got a shower, but the shower's falling apart. Like, everything's stuck to the wall with, like, sucker things, you know? And the sucker things have unsucked. Like, I heard James in there this morning, like, he was just like, it'd be like water, and then fuck's sake! Just, like, over and over again. Like, everything in this place is falling apart. It's really shit. But, I had fun. I personally had a hell of a time. Ugh.
Adrenaline from the aborted flight was still surging through him, thwarted reflexes making him twitch. He walked away, suppressing the urge to look back over his shoulder at his wounded plane.
James and Anwen have fought like cats and dogs, okay? Like just feral animals on this trip, and it's been exhausting, okay? Like, it's like having 2 kids. It's like I'm a mom of 2 kids, and now I have to referee all their fights, right? But now, on the way back, literally driving back, it's pouring rain, and they're like the best of friends. Like, we're at this service station, they've gone in together to have just a jolly around and an amazing time. I'm stuck out here with the dog, okay? Like, it would have been amazing if they were amazing friends on the trip, so I didn't have to exhaust myself sort of keeping them apart from each other and going, shh, and daddy didn't mean that, and Anwen's just cranky, you know, like that. Honestly, I would just prefer they still be fighting, okay, than for them to fight the whole damn time and then suddenly be the best of friends right at the very effing end. It's freezing! What are they doing in there? the world out here. It's like the freaking apocalypse. I just started eating McDonald's again. Like, I think the last time before recently that I ate McDonald's was when I was 15 and I first became a vegetarian. But now they have a McPlant, which is like a vegan, like, you know, burger. So I started eating that again. And Anwen has never had a Happy Meal before. She's about to get one now. How's your Happy Meal, Squish? You gonna give it a go? What's in it? Is it good?
So it has plant and
plant dippers, okay.
It got a bunch of fries.
Okay.
A bunch.
Is there a toy in it?
Yeah.
What's the toy?
I don't know.
Oh, what is that?
Okay.
It doesn't look like anything like the toys I used to get in my Happy Meals when I was a kid.
It is.
Oh, it's like Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, well, you know, it's not like a plastic Disney princess figurine, so, you know, like, it could be better.
What?
But whatever.
It smells like veggies.
Did you just smell them?
Yeah.
Okay, I finished it, and I liked it. It was really good. It was really short, like really short, shorter than I thought it would be. And I feel like I have loads of questions as well afterwards that they didn't answer, but that might be because the book that comes after this novella, An Echo in the Bone, I read it ages ago, and I don't really remember what happens in relation to this thread of the story with these particular characters. I'll have to go back and sort of give it a read or give it a look up. Basically, okay, spoiler alert, in case you're super into this novella situation, okay, Roger Mackenzie's dad, we always thought he went down in the war, you know, because he was like a fighter jet guy. We thought that he went down in like a training operation, and it was a training operation. He was like learning or like testing this camera equipment. He was going to be part of this like secret mission over Poland to like take pictures of the camps and stuff. But he was testing that equipment in Cumberland in northern England. And something went wrong with the plane that they'd set up with all the cameras and everything, and it went down, and he crashed next to like these standing stones. And in these Outlander books, the standing stones are what cause people to go back in time or like forward in time or whatever. Like, I'm saying it now, it's coming out of my face and it's sounding very silly, but when you're in it, okay, when you're in the whole Outlander zone, reading the books and everything, because like Diana Gabaldon, she's one for a zone. She can create a zone and you're just in it there with her. Do you know what I mean? And while you're there, you're like, yeah, this is 100% plausible. This makes all the sense. Like, I imagine if I was to go to a stone circle right now, that same fucking thing would happen to me. I just give it a try. Anyway, he lands at the stone circle. He goes back in time. Okay, we don't know when to. No, just back. And he runs into two people who doesn't know anything about. He's like, who are you people? But they are also from the future. And they help him to get back to the stones. And they know that he doesn't make it back to his son. But I can't remember specifically who these people are. I imagine one of them is actually Roger Mackenzie. And the other one is maybe his cousin Buck. Like, I'm going to have to go back and look it up. Okay, because it's bothering me. But he does actually. So you think this whole time about him going back in time that he dies in the past. Okay, and it's like, oh, that's what's happened to him. But no, he makes it back to London in the 40s. And then it dies in the Blitz with the mother, with Roger's mother. They're there, they're both there. They're in the tube station. There's a bombing, you know, and the tube station collapses and they die together in the Blitz. Which is a bit of a letdown, actually, because I thought, you know, it might end differently, but whatever. I've got so much time left in this day, okay? I might listen to the other novella, the other one that I was going to pick. You know, that one's also super short. And I really do want to listen to it. And I mean, then I'd be a whole book up on Shorty September. That means that I could go a day in the remaining days, maybe don't quite get through a book. It wouldn't matter because I'm like +1. I've like got a surplus in my schedule. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to listen to the other one as well. Okay, I'm not going to listen to the other one. I'm going to tell you for why. Because life is hard. And I've done a lot of shit. And now it's 5 o'clock. My kid's almost done with tumbling. Like, we gotta get food together. I gotta sort life out for work tomorrow. Good news though, okay? The running situation is still unsexy, but I feel like that's the worst, the worst, well, you know, Freudian slip. I feel like that's the first workout I've done since rolling my ankle that was an actual real workout. It was an actual like push myself, do what I meant to do workout instead of just a sort of faffy run to make sure my ankle was okay. Thank God. So now we're back on. We're back on, bitches. We got like a week and a half to get ready for this half marathon. We saw a sign for it coming back into Wales and it said beware, 1st of October, half marathon. Sort yourselves out, make traffic plans, okay? And I thought, I'm so fucked. But now I feel like, okay, we're just like a little bit fucked. Only a little bit. It'll be fine. This is fine. Okay, I am gonna listen to that other one, and I'll tell you for why. Okay, mainly because that All Hallows one I just listened to, it was an Outlander novella, okay, but it's not the Outlander novella I originally chose for this project, so it no longer fits my prompt. And I didn't realize it until after. It was supposed to fit the spiciness prompt, like the Hoochie Daddy Shorts prompt, because the initial novella that I was going to read definitely has some spiciness in it, okay? But then I switched novellas to this other novella. Just thought, oh, it's also an Outlander novella. It's going to fit the prompt for the other one. But it doesn't. There was no spiciness in it at all. It was very sweet and lovely and ended lovely. It was just very wholesome. Okay, so that's not Hoochie Daddy Shorts. And like, I obviously can cheat because there are no rules here and I don't care. But, you know, it would be nice to sort of meet the prompt, you know, in the way that I intended. Also, I didn't think that I would have time, and I think maybe I do now. Like, maybe it's getting on for it. Maybe I'll listen to half of it today and half of it tomorrow. And then I meet the prompt like I intended to. I get to listen to something awesome while I'm making Anwen's lunch for tomorrow. And potentially then, like, up a book, you know, in surplus. Like, I'll always be like, you know, on the 21st book when it's the 20th day, you know, like as it goes, so that if something happens and I do panic a bit about a book, I can just chill the fuck out because I have, you know, a book credit in my project. Also, our two main characters in this book, who I'm pretty sure are gonna get it on, okay, they're cousins. I know, hot. And one of them's a nun. Am I right? Like, to be fair, they're only really like step cousins, you know? Like, they're not sort of blood related or anything, but they did grow up together as cousins. So, kind of weird, also kind of hot, whatever. Okay, I think we're gonna wind this one up here and cut it off. I have not finished the new novella yet, the second one, okay, but I am halfway through. So if I listen to it for the rest of the night and then wrap it up in the morning, like, I reckon that one's good to go. Put it in the bag, but I'll let you know tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow's book is Below, about the Mothman. I didn't know it was about the Mothman, but I've since mentioning it, first of all, I've been informed about the Mothman. It's like a creature, like in Southern legend, like in like North Carolina or South Carolina legend. It's this like creature with wings and like red eyes. So that's tomorrow's book and I'm excited. Also though, several things may hinder my progress in the reading department tomorrow, which are disgusting. Okay, one being work. Like, how dare it? I haven't been to work for about a week now because of vacation. There's gonna be loads of emails, you know, like back emails, things to catch up on, meetings, people who need to fill me in, blah blah blah. Okay, so there's that. Also, Welsh class in it. I got Welsh class every Wednesday at lunchtime for 2 hours. That's a huge chunk of time. It's just cutting right into my reading day. Okay, also, and do my homework, because that's not what I do. I'm a person who does the homework right before the class in a panic. Not very good. Okay, so even though I promised myself I was going to do that in a normal amount of time, I did not do that. So that's another thing. Call it an hour, maybe half an hour, maybe 15 minutes of very solid homework doing before my Welsh class. So that's another, you know, amount of time. If you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the comments and everything over the past, like, sort of bits of September as well. Thank you for the birthday comments and everything. I spent a while outside of Wi-Fi zone and then everything got top of me, so I'm a bit behind in comments, but I will catch up. Don't worry. If you have a comment for me about your Shorty September, about anything, feel free to leave it down below. I will get to that. I promise. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow.